This is War and Peace by One Small Step Games. It's the Napoleonic War strategy game. It's from 1805 to 1815. We just finished the first turn, which was September 1805. Now, I'm not going to be doing a video for each turn. The only reason I did this is because it was the like the first one. Now, it's been a bit slow getting going because I'm getting used to this game again. I've played it before many times, but only this iteration once before. In fact, the only reason I stopped playing it when I started once before is I got distracted by some other game. It wasn't because I wasn't having any fun with it. I do like this game. Now, one thing I have done is I've got rid of the force charts that come with the actual game and made my own, because you need a lot of room, particularly when you're doing your attrition. You don't want to be fiddling, looking through stacks. You want to be able to see the number of units that are actually going to be subject to attrition, and how and which of the units you're going to have to remove without messing around. The original force charts are just too small. Not a very good design. In terms of the rules, it's not a complex game. It comes in about, without the optional rules, the main game, not the campaign game, it only comes in about 20 pages. Even when you throw in the campaign game, it only becomes a moderately complicated game. The rules are pretty good. There's lots of examples, nice colour. There's no index, but there is a table of contents, and they're laid out well. You can find what you're trying to find quite easily. Right, in terms of what's happened, the French have launched their attack against Austria, and they've moved into Bavaria. They surrounded Mac's army at Ulm, and then after a battle in the seas they managed to destroy it. They did lose a few casualties themselves, but they inflicted a huge loss on the Austrians, which a lot of them ended up as prisoners. So that's pretty much what happened historically. In terms of naval forces, the French Navy left Cadiz and has moved into the where it is now, North America naval zone on this global naval movement chart. The French also moved into Naples, captured captured the city of Naples and formed the Kingdom of Naples. There was a small Austrian unit there, a landwehr that represented independent Neapolitan forces, and that was destroyed in a siege as well. In terms of the other movement, the Spanish, they're moving their units towards Portugal, who they're going to attack because they're effectively at war with the British as well. But the main thing is that they're sort of spreading the units out in such a way as they're not going to suffer heavy attrition, because attrition in Spain and Russia is quite bad, especially in winter, which is coming in the November turn. The non-French forces, or the other alliance, the one controlled by the British, have concentrated their fleet in the Atlantic Ocean, but they're thinking about what they're going to do here, because you don't want to get caught at sea in winter. Well, get caught at sea and get a 6 on your attrition roll anyway, so you'll lose ships that way. Anyway, they're thinking about this, but they've got to be aware of the French commerce raiding that could take place in the Atlantic. Now, other things, the British have moved some troops to this port here, Portsmouth. So they're probably going to be transporting some units to. In fact, I don't know why the transports aren't in the box here. They'll be transporting some units to Portugal to resist the Spanish invasion. In terms of the Austrians, they've taken a beating at Ulm. They're trying to bring Charles and his forces from Austrian Italy so we can get them into the Danube Valley. They've got Russian units starting to appear. Russians managed to force march Bagration 3 hexes to join up with an Austrian force there, and the rest of the Russian forces are advancing through Austria to join up and hopefully form a battle in the Danube Valley near the Austrian capital. The thing the French have got to do now is they've got to knock the Austrians out of the game before the winter, or the end of the winter. So they've got a lot of troops there, but it's a long march to Vienna, and not only have you got to capture Vienna, you've got to capture Budapest as well, and also you're going to have to beat the Russians, or at least drive the Russians off. Okay, that's pretty much all there is to say about the first turn. Now, people have asked me what I think of the game. As I said, I've already played it before, and I really do like this game. And certainly they've fixed quite a lot of the issues of the original version, and they've really done a fantastic work in terms of making this look a really high quality product.